Hello everyone, I'm Shane Herman, Associate Sports Information Director here at the University of North Alabama. I have with me head coach Bryce Bishop of the men's and women's tennis teams. As we get ready for the 2015 season, Coach, it's going to be another exciting season, another challenging season, perhaps one of the most difficult schedules you've ever faced here.
We're excited about it, Shane. We're excited about getting started off. Just in the month of February, we've got some Division I schools. We've also got the defending national championship in Division II on the men's side with West Florida. So before we get into March, we play the likes of UAB, Chattanooga, Jacksonville State, throw in West Florida. So just the early season part of our schedule is extremely tough. Then you get into the conference schedule in March and then finish it out with the conference tournament in April. And we play a lot of tennis in a short amount of time. We're just excited about getting started.
Now, when you talk about the men's team, it's perhaps the deepest roster you've ever had since you've been at UNA. Talk about having more players available than in the past when you just had 6 players on the roster.
Well, we're excited about the talent level that we have this year. When you have the returning, we're returning 2 seniors, and Guillaume Dechouz and Jonathan Vick, and Guillaume is a senior from France, played our top position last year, and really played late in the season, probably had his best results, and was one of the best players in the conference, and you're talking about one of the best conferences in the nation. And then Jonathan is a 4-year player for us. He is from Sylacauga, Alabama. He's one of our state players, and Jonathan's just a grinder. He brings depth to the team. And then we were able to return Max Drupal, a sophomore from Germany, and Ali Murad, who is a junior from Pakistan. Both those guys got tremendous amount of experience last year, and had good falls. And that was the key, is you got to be better this year than you were last year. And I think both of those guys made some improvement. And then we're bringing in 4 freshmen. And that's anytime half your roster is freshmen, there's concerns because you've got a lot of inexperience out there. But Taylor Osmond from Grissom High School in Huntsville had a great fall. He really is, he's an overachiever kind of a player. He plays hard, he works hard, he's conscientious, and I've really been pleased with his development. Brendan Millington Herman from Germany, another freshman that went undefeated in the fall. Had a huge fall, played at an extremely high level. Another tough player. And then two freshmen from Spain, Miguel Garcia and Javier Cordero, both come in and give us depth. Miguel's he's had a really good January. We've had great weather here to get ready for the season, and Miguel's come in and played really well. Javier's another one that has a high skill level. So we think the depth on our men's squad's about as deep as it's ever been.
Coach, you said you have about half the team is returning and about the other half is freshmen. How do you mesh on a team when you have new people and returners at the same time?
Well, it's always kind of an interesting dynamic of getting all these kids from different countries and mixing with the American kids and seeing how they fit. But the bottom line is you spend a lot of time together and you learn how to be around each other. And that's just it. With any team, you very seldom get a lot of the players from the same area. So you have to learn. It doesn't matter what sport it is. You've got to learn how to be around different cultures, different nationalities. And on our squad, we got the world covered.
A lot of be the same case with the women's side. You have a lot of different players from all over the world. Talk about the women for a little bit.
Well, once again, this is the largest squad I've ever had with 10 players, but we're bringing back our top 2 players. And when you bring back the top of your lineup, you get really excited. And Oli Ngobu is a sophomore from France, and from the day Oli stepped on campus last year, she was our best player. And at times last year, she played like a freshman, and at times she played like a potential All-American. She's got a lot of ability, and the sky's the limit for her. Our only senior on the team, Natalia Berrigan from Colombia, Natalia's won a lot of matches for us in 3 years, and we're excited for her senior year. And just by our early practices here in the spring, you can see she's dialed in, ready for a senior year. Avery King, a sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama. Avery came in last year, really stepped up and played at the top of the lineup in doubles. He's got a big offensive game, and he's got a tremendous attitude out there on the court, unafraid to play anybody. Avery had a big fall also, and that's the one thing about the girls' squad. We played a tough fall schedule. Went to UT Martin's fall tournament where only Division I schools there go back and play Austin Peay and Belmont. We had a tough schedule, so we were able to throw them out there against tough competition. Morgan Hosea, sophomore from Huntsville, Alabama, also from Grissom High School, returned. And then we've got a lot of freshmen. And once again, just like on the guys' side, when you have this many freshmen, you get a little bit of concern of how they're going to fit in, how quick they're going to fit in. And Natalia San Jose Marina is a freshman from Spain. Sydney Childers from Florence High School, Hope Willis from Florence High School, Alexa Knight from Muscle Shoals High School was here in the fall. And once again, the valuable experience that they got in the fall going to these tough tournaments is really going to help them. And then we were able to add Maite Calmet from Peru here in January to get her ready. And she's come in almost like Oli did last year, and from the first day has been able to play with the best players. Our practices are more competitive. They're more spirited because, when you have the depth that we have and you're only going to play 6 players, it gets quite competitive out there.
Coach, it seems like one of the hardest things you have to do at practice is just learn how to pronounce their names with all the different nationalities.
Well, it's not easy, and I try to explain to each of them, in North Alabama, this is how you pronounce your name. It may not be where you're from in France or where you're from in Colombia or Spain, but in Florence, Alabama, this is the pronunciation you're going to get.
Well, luckily for me, I don't have to pronounce them. I just have to learn how to spell them correctly. And you can read all about the tennis team for this year at www.roarlions.com.